Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress.
Hello, darlings. Welcome back. It's July 9th, and we're here at ArtHampton in Bridgehampton. And in just a moment, Mr. Russell Simmons will be here for a very special book signing for this fabulous book, Super Rich, A Guide to Having It All. So keep watching. More interviews right here at ArtHamptons in Bridgehampton. Pink champagne kisses. Welcome back. We're here at ArtHamptons on July 9th, and I'm here with Danny Simmons. Tell my audience, what do you think of ArtHampton so far?
You know, I've just done a quick walkthrough. I've seen some of the best art I've seen in years on these walls. And of course, I'm in the show with Bill Hodges' gallery. But I've walked around, not as much as I'd like to and not as much as I'm going to, but I've seen some really good booths. I've seen beautiful setups, and I've seen a lot of great art. So I've been having a good time so far.
Can you tell my audience a little bit about your art?
I'm an abstract painter, oil paint. I probably try to represent in most of my paintings a human connection to spirit and human connection to other human beings through abstract, through color and form. So if you go over to Bill Hodges' gallery, I hear he has a couple of things up. So
I will go, and I would like you to tell my audience that you're getting ready for ArtHamptons at the end of July, July 30th.
Well, what we're getting ready for is Art for Life.
Art for Life.
Yeah, that's our fundraiser. This is our 12th year out in Russell's house. We're going to raise, I bet you we're going to raise $2 million this year for kids. And I think my gallery person is just, see, that's our invitation for Art for Life. So I think we're going to raise a lot of money this year. We have a lot of great artists involved. We have a lot of performers. We're honoring Mary J. Blige and Ed Norton.
I see that. You have a star-studded cast of people.
Our people have been working very hard. My brother Russell knows all these celebrities, and I utilize him to death to make this thing happen.
Tell my audience, where can we go to find out more information about your art?
Bill Hodges' gallery. They're here somewhere. I have not caught up with them yet, but Bill Hodges has been showing me for years, and I understand he has some nice
Is a website?
BillHodges.com, I believe.
What about you?
Oh, DannySimmons.net.
Okay, and tell my audience, where should we go for Art for Life?
Russell Simmons' house in East Hampton on July 30th.
Give me a kiss.
All right, darling.
We'll be back.
Fabulous,
Thank you, and we will be back in a moment, guys, with more interviews right here at ArtHamptons. Pink champagne kisses.
Hello, I'm Terry Thompson from Prudential Douglas Elliman. Welcome to the Hamptons. What I love about my job is that every customer is completely different, and every day is a new experience. Well, I chose Prudential Douglas Elliman mostly because of my love for Southampton. I visited 20 years ago and knew I was home. It was important to me to know that I was working with a company that had not only the technology and professionalism, but a company that would also allow me to think outside the box and
be an individual. I find her incredibly personable. I think she cares more about her job than many people I've ever met in any profession, and that makes a huge difference. There's such a sense of sincerity and happiness with the work that she does that it really is important that she makes the clients happy. And what kind of sale that materializes from that isn't as important as actually being able to do her job well and seeing people in the right sort of home.
So let me help you find your Hamptons dream. Call me, Terry Thompson, your key to the Hamptons.
Welcome back. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at ArtHamptons, and I'm here with Prudential Douglas Elliman real estate agent, Ms. Terry Thompson. Terry, what a delight you're here today. This is a fabulous event, and I'm sure you love the art that you're being surrounded by.
There's so many different beautiful pieces that, you know, it's just really fun to be out, to see everybody that we know. It's like we're walking around and it seems that we're just walking past all of our friends, so we're very fortunate to be out here.
Yes, you are very fortunate, and this is one of the reasons why you are a big real estate agent here in the Hamptons, because the Hamptons has so much to offer. Wonderful culture, the arts, why we are here today.
Well, it's interesting because I visited here about 20 years ago, 1991, and I never left. I think that when you live out here, we live on vacation. So we always say we're really fortunate, and you know, where is there a better place to live? I've traveled all over the world, and what you get here is, I always say you can be anything from a salty dog to a socialite. There's something for everybody in the Hamptons, so you know, it's great.
Best place in the world to live, isn't it?
It really is, because again, you can be casual, you can be dressed up, you can have dinner with friends, and that's really all you need, is just to get together, see everybody that we know, and have events like this that we're very fortunate to have the opportunity to attend. So.
Tell my audience a little bit more about Prudential Douglas Elliman, your real estate agency, and why it's so important.
Well, I really love Prudential because Dottie Herman, who is the president of the company, had a vision many years ago to bring a professional company throughout all of New York and Long Island. In fact, we just brought on 6 new offices up in Westchester, which I've become very good friends with a lot of the agents up there. They all came down to visit a couple of weeks ago. And it's really about, I think, bringing people together and working together for the customer and for the client, not just selling something. Because especially living in the Hamptons, I mean, what we do is we find people their lifestyles. So, you know, the market's been very difficult over what happened about, you know, 3 or 4 years ago.
Absolutely, yes.
And I think it's about relationships. It's not about selling something. So if we can help people find their Hamptons dream, then it's actually fun. It's not a job. It's just, you know,
you just don't find a permanent home. You also rent as well, don't you?
There's a lot out here in that people come from all over the world, so sometimes they're looking for rentals, they've never been here before, and other times people want to just spend the summer and go back to their second home, whether it be in the city or Miami, in Europe. So what's nice about this market is we're really driven a little bit more by Wall Street and by the international buyers. So, you know, we hear a lot of bad press, unfortunately, about the economy throughout the country, but we're somewhat immune to it here. Not 100%, you know, our market is down, but, you know, rather than hearing what's bad about the market, I think, you know, what's good about the market? Look at where we live, you know.
It's a fabulous community, a fabulous place. We're surrounded by the theater, by the arts, by fabulous shopping. It's really the best, and beautiful beaches. The beaches here are just magnificent.
Cooper's Beach was rated, I believe, #1 or one of the top 10 in the country, or maybe even, you know, I've traveled a lot throughout the world, and I come back and say, you know, we live in one of the best places. And what I think is important for people to know, we see a lot of press on the Hamptons and we see the huge mansions, but there's really something for everyone. You can be a first-time home buyer and live in the Hamptons.
I love it.
You can be a mega millionaire and live in the Hamptons. So there is something for everyone here, and I think that's why we're so fortunate. So.
Thank you so much, Terry. Tell my audience, where can we go to find out more information about you as a real estate agent and Douglas Prudential?
You can go to element.com, or you can just call me or email me at Your Key to the Hamptons, because I think that I use that tagline because when you open the door to something, there's unlimited possibilities. So, Terry Thompson, Your Key to the Hamptons. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Terry.
So great to see you.
We'll be back in a moment, dogs, with more interviews right here at ArtHampton. Keep watching. Big champagne kisses. Audience, how can we all have a guide to having it all?
You can go to Amazon. No, I mean, it's just, there's nothing in the book that's new. Everything in the book has been said over and over again, and it's just hopefully saying in a way that rings a bell. I spent 20 years studying yogic science, and the Bhagavad Gita and the Hatha Yoga Pradipika and Yoga Sutras sometimes come across at textbooks of yoga psychology, and all these, right, they all seem a little complex. And so simplifying it was a cleansing process for me. And it really has, been a bestseller for some time, and so it really has connected with some people. So that's why I did it almost for myself. But then, it was my own process of cleansing, and I gave some money to charity. It was very good, but it turned out that, it's a big hit. So
it's a big hit now with the economy.
And operating from that place of abundance is really a good idea for prosperity for everyone. Anyone who, realizes that. No matter how big your mansion, you can only sit your ass in one seat, right?
You're right, darling. You're right. Where can we go again on the internet to find out more about the book?
You can go anywhere. Just go Super Rich and Google it by myself, and there'll be many reviews and articles about it. And you can also go to Amazon and have one sent to you.
Thank you, in a moment with more interviews right here at ArtHamptons. Keep watching, darlings. Pink champagne kisses.
Fancy dress to impress. One of a kind girl. This has been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.